Like Madison Avenue, life in the suburbs has its good moments and others not so good.
Says he's got it on lock, runs his block. Take a walk through his city and you'll see he's kicking rocks. What a pity, little kitties building blocks just to see a bigger city, cause they grew up in the suburb. Mikey always thought he'd be a shining star. He's a natural at the sports, but he never went that far, cause he'd rather spend his time puffing on a weed cigar, snorting lines, chasing girls, anything below the par. In his head he was thinking he's unstoppable, rebel against the system, acted like he wasn't taught the rules. He'd do anything that his parents told him not to do. They told him graduate, so we barely even got to school.
He walked through life thinking everything will go his way. I pray to God that he blessed him with a better day. He's my brother even though we barely knew each other. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb.
Now Stacy was a high school graduate, an addict to the habit that they called television. The life that she was living wasn't far from a prison, bound to a prison for a living, and she's just a stool pigeon. Another victim of the pigeonhole, a partisan. It's hard to win this game if she doesn't put her heart in it, searching for the same thing that everybody started with. This life can be a shame if you're caught up in the marketing. She never had the will to take her own route in life. She hates herself, so she took all of it out in spite. Broke as hell, no money, smoked it through the pipe. First time in her life, overdosed that night. Stacy never had the strength to make it on her own. She needs support from the drugs, and that's why she got stoned. Stacy died too young, she's only halfway grown. That's what could happen as a product of a broken home.
She walked through life thinking everything will go her way. I pray to God that he blessed her with a better day. She's my sister even though we barely knew each other. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb.
Now Johnny didn't know what to call it, spending all the money in his wallet, but he's not an alcoholic in his head. Drinking till his face turned red, spend a half a day in bed just to cure the aching head, and the other half was drinking. Spent his last Lincoln, wasn't even thinking cause his boat was slowly sinking in the shore, running out and begging for more. It's sad to see a man at 44 gravel on the floor, drowning out his sorrows with a bottle full of whiskey. Forget about today because tomorrow's mighty risky. Hopped into the car because he's only feeling tipsy, driving cars wasted, he was doing it at 15. But today didn't seem like any other day. He was cruising, started swerving in the other lane. Johnny noticed, tried to fix his mistake, jerked the wheel, flipped the car, Johnny died, it was fate.
They walk through life thinking everything will go their way. I pray to God that he blessed him with a better day. They're my family, though we barely knew each other. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb. It's cause we grew up in a fucking suburb.
Freepack.com